Greetings and welcome to PinballHelp. Mike here. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I'm working on this Zaccaria Farfalla pinball machine, and I noticed something, and this is pretty odd. You know, you look at these games and you get a new manufacturer in here and you try to figure out whether they've learned from previous manufacturers' mistakes or not. And sometimes you see some stuff and you're like, that just doesn't seem right. One of the things that I find odd is this back glass, or you know, it's an injection molded back glass, and there's a neon tube around it. Let me pull it up here so you can see. So there's this injection molded, and then there's another back glass that fits around it that's got a 3D effect, and you've got this beautiful neon tube. It's really, really cool. So I'm going over the game, I'm updating the incandescents to LEDs, and obviously I can get to some stuff like this, but there's a bunch of lights that are behind this plastic, and it looks like the only way to service them is to unscrew this whole assembly, including the neon, and I assume that you have to hold it down very carefully while you access the lights in the back. It's far from what I would consider to be an easily user serviceable area for something as common as all your lights for things. So that's kind of disappointing. Like if I want to get, I think there's lights all underneath this, but I can't get to them. And I can't get to them from the back either. You can see all of these lights here. I have to take this plastic part off, which is probably quite fragile, and there's a neon tube attached to it as well. So I'm going to have to undo all these screws and very carefully fold this thing down. I don't see any other way of getting to it. So that's kind of annoying. This is definitely an example of where you really want to put LEDs in there, because they'll last a lot longer. Unlikely you'll have to do this again, and they'll be cooler so they won't possibly warp or damage the plastic. It's a really beautiful design, but not terribly user serviceable, unfortunately. And I'm hoping that I'm not going to run into similar issues. I found it pretty hard to change some of these bulbs. They're really odd. Like if you look right here, you've got a bulb that's got a metal frame around it. And this is not easy to get to in here. You got to kind of use your fingers and manipulate it. So there's, you know, it looks like they designed things aesthetically so that they look really good, but I can't say that I'm all that impressed with how easy it is to service these mechanisms. So as I'm going through this more and more, I'll just be making comments like that. Like, you know, pros of Zaccaria games is they're just absolutely gorgeous, really creative. One of the cons may be they may not be the easiest game to service. So stay tuned for the next video, and we're going to continue to learn more about this game and hopefully get it working and then demo it. So thanks for watching.